Are you an Instagram victim? Welcome everyone to Break Room Conversations. I'm Stephanie Roldan and I have my friends with me, Tatum and Alberto, and we have it's a special day for someone on this screen.
I know who it is.
It's not me. Happy birthday, Alberto.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, so we opened up. Are you an Instagram victim?
Yeah, this was my suggestion, guys. And
What?
let me explain myself.
Yeah, please.
Because it sounds harsh. What does an Instagram victim mean? If you guys have ever heard me talk, you know how much I believe in this platform. I think it's the best thing to happen to hairdressing since scissors. And the reason is because you actually get to control the narrative, you get to control your brand voice, and you get to direct market to your customers to control, your book. You get to control your book. You get to populate it with whoever you want to populate it with. If you're not busy, you can get busy. It's the fastest way to grow your business, and it's free. And that's what I love about it. And when I sort of prompted Stephanie to ask, are you an Instagram victim? What I mean is that we have this amazing tool in our hands and we're not utilizing it. And by victimhood, I mean, how many of us are on Instagram and we're looking at pictures of funny dog videos or memes or all the entertaining stuff that Instagram has to offer, right? How many of us are actually using the tool as a business strategy? How many of us are following our clients? How many of us have actually asked our clients to follow us, right? We often just post and hope, and posting and hoping doesn't work. Instagram is going to connect you to content and people that you're engaging with regularly. And if you're not engaging with your salon company, with Neil, with Aveda, and your customers, your guest, Instagram doesn't know that you're connected. It thinks you like dog videos. It has no idea you like Miss Betty or Miss Betty likes you because you're not doing any of the work. You're allowing Instagram to dictate your feed and to divert you off of your path of financial success. So don't be an Instagram victim. Take control, take the steering wheel away from Instagram, actively engage with the people that matter. And the people that matter are your salon, your distributor, your product company, and number one, your guest. How are you connecting with your guests to grow your business? That's what I mean. That's the whole purpose of this conversation and this crazy title that hopefully got your attention. It was clickbait and has you listening right now. Anyway, anything you want to add to that? Alberto, Stephanie, I know you guys both are plugging into social media a lot. You're just coming off a big retreat and social media was a component of that. Talk to us about that moment, that retreat in which you guys did and how you're recommending people not be Instagram victims.
I think, one of the things that come up for me is like what I find very interesting about it is for those of us that have been in the industry for a bit, there was really only one channel of getting new business and it really was word of mouth, right? Or referrals. Now think about how that game has changed. You have this online portfolio for literally anybody in your city to see now. So beyond word of mouth, it's about somebody completely new to the city maybe finding a hairdresser and seeing like, wow, this is amazing work. Like that's crazy to me when I really think about how many more people you can touch. And then Steph can talk about, what we did at the retreat. Like for us, it was all about, all of North America education, exposing to kind of what we were doing this weekend.
Yeah, and for me, it's the power of social media. We've been talking about it for years, and it just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And it's important for us to remember, especially going into a busy season like we are. Our clients are on social media. They're there. People spend 2.5, 3 hours a day on social media. I might spend a little more. You might spend a little more, Tatum. But we're there. Take advantage of that. And our guests are shopping with someone. They're looking at someone. Why it should be us. They're hair doctors. We should be there offering tips and tricks and really showing them what we have to offer them. And it's another great way to get new guests as well too, because then they'll start scrolling and you'll start popping up in their feeds. So yeah, it's a powerful tool.
Yeah, and just to kind of like piggyback off what Steph said, when we are sharing techniques or talking about a promotion we have, if we haven't developed those network pathways, if we haven't been connecting to Miss Betty before, and we post something, hey, I've got a discount, or 20% off blowouts, or here's how to style your hair, Miss Betty's never going to see it unless you engage with Miss Betty. And you don't actually have to even do post or anything to make this happen. All you have to do is like and comment on her stuff. Make sure she's following you and the salon. Look, the salon is doing a lot of work for you. And the way that Instagram works, it wants to connect like-minded people, it just wants to connect friends and friends. So you need to be engaging regularly with your salon. Make sure your clients are following the salon too, because the salon's gonna do some work for you. They're gonna actually post for you too, right? So make sure your clients are following the salon, make sure they're following you, and then straight up connect with them. Make sure you're engaging with them on anything. Congratulations, your son graduated from high school, or I'm glad you had a great vacation. It doesn't matter what it is. You just want to keep those network pathways active. Then when you have the ask, hey, it's holiday, I've got a promo, or buy this gift set, those pathways are already developed and it's going to shoot right to Miss Betty exactly who you want it to be. But posting and hoping doesn't work.
And I thought, how we used to do, which we still do, but recruiting trainings, and we'll train, to go out and recruit in person. It's the same thing. There are other stylists out there, other businesses out there that are also doing this. And, that's our client, what we should be doing that too. So this is also kind of a recruiting strategy.
Yeah, and Tatum kept saying things about keeping that connection active. I mean, that's smart because prior to social, we probably only saw that guest maybe 5 times a year. Imagine that constant connection and those tutorials and showing them what's new. Like, you're constantly going to be engaged with them and they're going to be engaged with you instead of that 5 times a year, and kind of playing catch up, with that guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a chance to enhance the service. The service can be 24/7. What would it be like to have embedded in your highlights some tips on how to style your hair? You know how you cut hair and how you color hair. What's your advice for doing the blowing out your fringe? That should be on your page so they can see that, they can reference that. You have a new client, maybe it's a textured guest or someone with, high curls. I've got a whole highlight on how to style curly hair. Here it is, follow my page, here's the highlight. So you get to have that interaction 24/7, and building that connection builds a lot of trust, and that leads to, honestly, it leads to more success. And
Yeah.
so it's a huge opportunity, and I love that, Alberto. It doesn't have to end.
They're learning from you instead of searching it on YouTube from a rando, so that's great.
Yeah, I love that. And especially putting it in your highlight, because videos right now are the thing. Like, that's what, that's the first thing you see when you pop into, onto Instagram, social media, all of the things. And yeah, why not create a tutorial with your guest and save it to your highlights? That way they can go back and refer to it as well. I like this. But guys, it is 2:15. I don't understand how we did this.
Well, because I talk about this for like days at a time. So 15 minutes.
I could just keep going. I think really, the message is our guests are on Facebook, and we really we need to connect with them. And now is the time. And have fun with social media. It shouldn't be a burden. We're already doing it. Just let's have fun with it. I want to see some more Instagram reels.
Yep.
What else? What do you got to close us, Tatum?
I would say the number one thing after this break room conversations, if you stayed on this long, is just to commit to something. Are you going to take a picture of one guest a day? Are you going to bring in one model a month? Like, what are you going to do to commit right now to growing your social media profile? And the other thing I'd say to that is, once you commit, play with stories. I mean, they're gone in 24 hours. It's like the most easy, forgiving thing, so work with in some of these content ideas on your stories and tell a story. Your guests would actually love to know your routine of getting ready for work. They would love to know your story about getting coffee, if that's funny. Like, play with these ideas. it doesn't just have to be hair related. It can be somewhat personal, not too personal, but somewhat personal. So your guests feel like they're having that behind the chair conversation with you in between their visits. And I think that's the easiest thing you can do. Just commit to posting some content in your feed, whether it's like once a week, once a month, whatever it is, and then get on stories, play, and have fun. And if you have any questions about how to get started or whatever, I'm a DM away at Tatum Neal. You can always hit me up. I love talking about this stuff, obviously. So we're here for resources for you. So get on it.
Get on it. And don't forget to tag Neil because we want to see all of your fun stuff too. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Alberto, you had a few shout outs on Facebook. Have a great birthday. And we'll see everyone next week. Bye, y'all.